Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Jambuka Thera Vattu. The story of Jambuka from Dhammapada story. This story is very long, then I will briefly explain to finish within short times. Mase kusa na Bāla bhunjeya bhojana naso sinkhada dhammanan kalan egati solase. Mai do tu thi la sin la dain taman myet phya phyan anit taya pat long chiu chan tho achin ko chin an hu bho sin ko sa se ka mu tho mai tu yi achin thi Taya tibi do ariya pukkuri chiu chan tho achin ko Tasset chau say yu tasay long ya apumataitan. Month after month, a fool may eat his food with the tip of a blade of grass, but he still is not worth a 16th part of those who have comprehended the truth. This Dhammapada was taught by the Buddha when he was living at Veḷuvana monastery in Rajagaha city with the reference to naked monk Jambuka. Naked monk Jambuka, Ajivaka. During Kassapa Buddha times, in one village, one rich person offered one monastery to one certain bhikkhu. Then he stayed in this monastery as residence bhikkhu. Then he used to go to the donor's house, the rich person's house for alms food regularly every day. One day, the rich man, the donor of monastery, is offering the food to the resident bhikkhu in his house. One arahanta came and stood in front of his house. Then the rich man saw the arahanta who is standing in front of his house for alms food. Then he devoted this arahanta by seeing his, the manner, good manner or good postures, iriyapata. This bhikkhu has a kind of sammana dhamma, bhikkhu's dhamma. Then because of this reason, then he also invited this arahanta bhikkhus to his house for alms food. Then he offered alms food to this arahanta bhikkhu together with residence bhikkhu at his house. Then, after offering alms food to this arahanta bhikkhus together with residence bhikkhu, then he also offered one robe to the arahanta bhikkhu. Bhante, please wear this robe. Then arahanta also accepted his offering robe. Then, Bhante, now your hair is very long. Then I will arrange one Baba to shape your hair. Then also Bande, please stay in our village monastery together with this residence bhikkhu. I will also bring one suitable bed for you to sleep in the monastery. Then after that, he served. He took care of this Aranda bhikkhu carefully in front of the residence bhikkhu. Then what happened? Residence bhikkhu was jealous. Asa and Mechariya, is it? He couldn't bear. His devotee was taking care of this new visiting bhikkhus. Is it? A lot. He only just meet this bhikkhu, new visiting bhikkhu. He took care of this new bhikkhu too much. Then he couldn't bear with this condition. This is called Asa and Mechariya, jealousy and stinginess. Then Asa and Mechariya strongly appear in this residence bhikkhu's mind. Then the devotee, the rich man also sends the Aranda bhikkhu together with the residence bhikkhus to the monastery offered by him. Then at that time, he also arranged one Baba to shave Aranda's hair in the monastery. Then he also brought one small bed for Arahanta to sleep in the monastery. Then when they reached the monastery, they also shave Aranda's hair. They also prepared one bed in the one roof for Arahantas. Then after doing such kinds of duties for Arahanta respectfully, then what happened? Bande, tomorrow please come to my house for unspoons together with this residence bhikkhu. Then he also invited the visiting Arahanta bhikkhus to his house for tomorrow unspoons. Then he returned to his house. Then only Arahanta and resident bhikkhu remain in monastery. Then, the residence bhikkhu couldn't bear with this condition. We call Kula Mechariya, avarice or maybe stinginess on the families. Is it? Or families or supporters. He has jealous with the supporters. He doesn't want his supporter, his devotee to take care of the other Aranda bhikkhu. That is why he feels jealous. Is it? So strongly. Also can say stinginess. Stickiness, miserly, many. Is it? Then what happened? Then he approached the Aranda bhikkhu and he told the Aranda bhikkhu, visiting bhikkhu, eating the unspoons offered by devotee is better than, eating the excrement is better than eating the food offered by devotee for you. He abused in this way. One day, he abused the Aranda bhikkhu by 4 words. Number 1 is, bhikkhu, eating excrement is better than eating the unspoons offered by devotee. 1. Another one is, shaving or pulling out your hair with the 2 front teeth is better than shaving your hair with baba. Number 2. Number 3. Being naked body is better than wearing the robe offered by devotee. Number 3. Is it? Then number 4. Sleeping on the ground is better than sleeping on the bed offered by devotee. He abused by these 4 words to the Arahanta Bhikkhu. Then what happened? Actually, then when he abused the Arahanta Bhikkhu by these 4 words, then what happened? Arahanta Bhikkhu thought himself, oh, if I am here, then this Bhikkhu will be very jealous and stingy. Then because of his Isa and material, stinginess, Isa and material, jealousy and stinginess, then he will be destroyed by his Isa and material. I should not stay in this monastery. Then he only just left from the monastery without informing this resident bhikkhu. He only just left from the monastery quietly at night. Is it? He didn't sleep in this monastery. He only just went to the other place wherever he preferred. Then after that, what happened? Next morning, early in the morning, according to resident bhikkhu's duty, then he also wake up early in the morning. Then he also do some service in the monastery, like cleaning the monastery and filling up the water in the water pot for drinking water, etc. After that, what happened? He rang the bell, the gong. He rang the gong. Actually, he rang the gong with the stick, is it? To have loud sound. Then everybody can hear and they wake up because of the sound of the gong or bell. But this resident bhikkhu, on this day, what happened? If I hit the gong, if I ring the bell loudly, then what will happen? Then he will wake up. Then he will go to my devotees' house together with me. But he doesn't want the Arahanta Bhikkhu to go to his devotee house together with him. Then what happened? Only just then here, tip of the nail, fingernail, he rang the bell. Like this, okay? Then nobody hear, even he cannot hear himself. Is it? Then his duty finished. Then okay, now he is still sleeping, he didn't wake up. Then I will go to my devotee's house alone. Then he, without informing this Arahanta resident bhikkhu, he went to the devotee's house for answer food, bringing the bowl. Then the devotee, rich men saw only just resident bhikkhu without visiting Arahanta bhikkhu. Then Bhante, where is a resident bhikkhu? Although I hit the gong, he didn't wake up. He is still sleeping until now in the room. He thought he is still sleeping in the monastery. Is it? But the devotee was also very clever. He understood his condition. Okay, no problem. Then he also offered the answer food to the resident bhikkhu in his house carefully. After having the meal in his house, then he washed his bowl carefully and he put many different kinds of food, but the delicious food in the bowl. Then Bhante, please offer this very good food to the resident bhikkhu in the monastery. Then he also brought this food with his bowl. Then on the way back to monastery, then he thought, what is his thought? If I give this very good food to the visiting bhikkhu. He will have attachment to this food. Then he will not leave from the monastery. Then okay, what should he do? Then he throw away this food on the way without bringing to the monastery. Is it? Actually, he thought the visiting bhikkhu is still there. Actually, he already left from the monastery. Then when he reached the monastery, then he went to the visiting bhikkhu's room and observed here and there. Then he saw nothing. He already left from the monastery. Is it? Because of his karma, although, before have been done this kinds of akusala karma, he was also practicing meditation. He was also moral bhikkhu. He has sila. Then he is also practicing meditation. Like learning priyati and practicing meditation, patipati. According to bhikkhu's duty, he was fulfilling. But although he was doing bhikkhu's duty, but because of this serious karma towards the arahanta, then what happened? This his kusala karma cannot prevent this akusala karma not to produce a big result. Then, during the Kassapa Buddha time, 20,000 years of lifespan. Then he fulfilled Samana Dhamma for 20,000 years. But because of this serious karma to Arahanta, then after passing away, he fell into Avisi hell. He was reborn in Avisi hell. Then he experienced a lot of suffering in Avisi hell. Then many thousands of years experiencing suffering in Avisi hell. Then he escaped from Avisi hell. But his akusala karma is still remaining to produce its bad result. Then he was reborn in rich family's house in Rajagaha city. Rajagaha city is a boy. Is it? Then that time the Buddha also appeared, nearly appeared in the world. Then, when he can go here and there, for example, like about 3 years of his age, he can go here and there. What happened? Although his parents feed very good food to him, because he was born as a boy in rich family's house in Rajagaha city. His parents are rich. Although his parents feed very good food, then he only just eat his excrement, his own excrement. Anytime, many times. Is it? Then although his parents arrange very good bed, but he doesn't want to sleep there. He only just sleep on the ground. Is it? Although his parents give the very good clothes, but he doesn't want to wear. He only just stay with naked body. Well, in this way he stay until he became old age. And he became adult. When he was growing, then what happened? He is still doing this thing. Then his parents become shy with their son. Oh, he is not worthy of our house. He does not deserve to our family. Then he is deserves to the naked monk. Then they send their sons to naked monk's monastery. Naked monk is not Buddhist religion. The other, Jain religions, something like that. Then they also allow him to ordain. In the ordination ceremony, what happened? He need to be shaped his hair. Then what happened? They put this boy in the hole on the ground up to his neck level. Then they put the timber, the wood on his shoulder, both on his shoulder. Then they pull out his hair with the 2 palm seed, like this. How it will be painful. Is it? Because of his past karma, he abused the Arahanta in this way. Then after his ordination in Naked Monks Monastery, Naked Ascetic Monastery, then his parents also invited all naked monks to their house for food tomorrow. Then okay, they also agree. The next day, all naked monks prepares to go to his parents' house. Okay, let's go to your parents' house for food. No, I don't want to go there. You only just go, I will remain in the monastery. Then what happened? Okay, although they asked him many times, but he doesn't want to follow. Then all naked monks went to his parents' house for food. But he remained in the monastery. When they left from the monastery, when he was alone in the monastery, at that time he went to the toilet. He took all excrement from the toilet and ate himself. Then he finished his food. Although the naked ascetic brought the food for him, but he rejected. No, I have finished my meal. Then they confused. How he eat? Is it? Then next day also they went to the cities for food, but he left behind. In this way many times. He was eating the excrement in the toilet. Many times. Then after 4 or 5 days, they also have suspicion regarding this person. What happened? Then next time they arranged. All naked monks went to the cities for food. At that time only just 2 remain and they hid in one place. They are observing what he is doing. At that time he thought all naked men left from the monastery. Then he went to the toilet and took the excrement and eat. Then the other, 2 naked ascetics saw, oh, he is eating excrement. Because of this, he didn't go to the city or village for food. Then when they informed the other monks, then, oh, it is very shame on me. Is it? Then if the other person, people know, especially Buddha's Savaka know, then they will criticize us. The naked ascetics are eating the excrement. Then this bad news, this reputation will spread over in the city. Then because of this reason, they also expel this bhikkhu, drive away from the monastery. Then what happened? He left from the monastery. Then he went to one forest, mountain nearby the Rajagaha city, alone. Then there was also one flat stone around the mountain area. Actually, many city people also use this flat stone as their toilet. No proper toilet, maybe ancient time, like our, the countryside before. Usually they go to the maybe forest for their toilet case. Then many people also use their the flat stone as their toilet. There are a lot of dirty there, a lot of excrement there. Then he stay there. Okay, how he stay in this area? Okay, he hold one of his hand and touch the flat stone. Then he also lift one of his legs. Only he stand with one leg on the ground. Then he put one of his leg on the knee. Then after that, he also face up and open his mouth like this. What happened? Then some people come to this place. In this area, okay, the people also use the toilet. Then when they go away, if there's no people, then he eat the excrement for his food. Then if there are no people, what happened? Then he also sleep on the ground with naked body. But when the people come, he show like this, is it? Many people come. Then some people ask, Bhante, what are you doing here? Then why you don't stand on the ground only with one leg? If I stand with the 2 legs, 2 feet, then the earth will be shaken. They cannot, they cannot bear my two long my feet. Why? I have very strong practice. Then one day when you open your mouth, then they also answer, I only eat the air. I don't eat any food. He says like this. Is it? Okay, he only just eat the air, he says. He was deceiving the foolish people. Many people also believe what he said. Then what happened? This news spread over the country. Then many people came to offer to the Jambuka Naked Ascetic there. Then many people came to pay respect to him, and then he became famous. When he became famous, many people from 2 countries, Enga country and Magara country, once a month, like Full Moon Day, once a month, they do the one offering, the respecting ceremonies toward the Jambuka Naked Ascetic, naked monk. One ceremony, one festival, many people come on this day to pay respect to offer to the Jambuka. Although they offer in this way, Bhante, please eat our food out of compassion towards me, towards us. Then at that time, no, I don't want to eat. No, please eat. Then when they push him, at that time he only just take, very small amount of food with the tip of the blade of grass. He only just eat. Okay, enough, go. Then another one, enough. He is eating in this way, with the tip of the blade of grass, a kind of grass, which is very sharp, is it? Then he take small amount of food and eat, then finish, go. In this way, he was there, staying for 55 years. He is eating 55 years. Is it? Because of his bad karma. He accused Arahanta by abusing 4 ways. Then, one day, when he was doing in this way, the Buddha also, according to nature of the Buddha, he reflects the whole world, who should be saved. Is it? Who should be preached the Dhamma to realize Nibbana, to escape from suffering. But on this day, when the Buddha reflects on the whole world, then Jambuka appears in his neck of knowledge. Then what is the reason? Oh, Jambuka is doing this. Then I will go there. Then I will preach the Dhamma. Then he will become Arahanta together with Bodhisattva, analytical knowledges, and also psychic power. Then the other many lessons also will be beneficial with the Dhamma talk. Then, tomorrow is also special festival day. Many people will come to Jambuka to offer and to pay respect to him. Then the Buddha, after finishing his food, then the Buddha went to Jambuka's place after informing Venerable Ananda, I will go to Jambuka's place alone. Then you only just return to the monastery. Then the Buddha went to the Jambuka's place alone. At night, early, maybe in the evening, he reached Jambuka's place. Then he was doing in this way when the Buddha came. Then what happened? Oh, Jambuka, what are you doing? Then who called with my name? You are very rude. Many people respect me, but nobody called my name. But you call my name, Jambuka. He was getting angry with the Buddha. Then Jambuka, then please allow me to stay one night here. Please allow me to stay one night here. No, I don't allow. There's no space for you. Then, although the Buddha asked him, he doesn't want to allow. Why? If other people stay there, his problem will appear, is it? Then what happened? Then finally, the Buddha showed one cave nearby in the mountain. Oh, Jambuka, there is one cave near the mountain. This place is available to stay. Then it is a little bit far from his place. That is why he allowed. Okay, you can go and stay there. Then the Buddha also stayed in this cave nearby. At that time, during the night, during the first watch of the night, from 6 to 10 p.m., then four great king Deva from Chadumarajika Devaran came to the Buddha to pay respect with a very bright body. Then from 4 directions. After paying respect, they also went back to their runs. Then Jambuka saw, what are they? There are many bright lights. Then he perceived with the bright light. Then at the middle of night, the middle watch, then Saka also came down to pay respect to the Buddha. He was also very bright body, then brighter than the previous Deva. Then Jambuka also saw, this light is brighter than the previous light. What happened? Then during the last watch, the Brahma also came down with a very bright body, brighter than previous bright light. Then he paid homage to the Buddha and he also went back. Then early in the morning, the Jambuka cannot couldn't bear. He wanted to know what are they. Is it? Then he approached the Buddha. Oh Samana, Mahasamana, great monk. Last night I saw very bright light 3 times. What are they? Then the Buddha also explained they are Deva and Brahma. When they come to you, or they come to me to pay respect, they are like my Kapiya, like Samanera, they are serving me all the time. Is it? Yes. Then he was very wonderful. Is it? Oh, you are very powerful. You are very powerful. Very surprised. Although I stay here for a long time, I have very strong practice, diligence practice. I only just eat air only. I don't eat any food. But they never came to me. Is it? They had never ever came to me. But they came to you. You are very powerful. When he said in this way, the Buddha said, Jambuka, why you want to lie me? You are deceiving many foolish people. But you think you will be able to deceive me? I know you are eating the excrement here for 55 years. You are also sleeping on the ground for a long time. But you lie, the people, foolish people believe what you are doing, or what you said. Actually, you cannot deceive me. You cannot lie me. The Buddha explained. You are still doing such kinds of wrong view. You are still deceiving many people. Actually, you are experiencing such kinds of suffering because of your past akusala karma, bad karma. If you are still doing in this way, then you will experience more and more difficulty, more and more suffering. Why you deceive me? Something like this. Then when the Buddha says, because of your past karma, you are experiencing in this way, then he wanted to know what is his past karma. Then the Buddha explained the past story during the Kassapa Buddha time. Jambuka was the resident monk. Is it? Resident monk. He was jealous. He was jealous to the Arhandama and abused by him for that is why he is experiencing this suffering in this life. Although this is his last birth, last life. Finally, what happened? Okay, when the Buddha explained his past story, then he feels the sense of urgency. Or he has Hiri and Ottappa now. Hiri and Ottappa, moral shame and moral fear. Then at that time the Buddha also, because he is naked body, he was naked body. Then the Buddha gave one extra rope for bathing But then the Buddha had extra rope. Then the Buddha gives this button ropes to the Jambuka. Then he wear. Then the Buddha also, when his mind became soft, when he has Hiri and Ottappa, then he is ready to realize Nibbana. When the Buddha gave Dhamma talk regarding the Four Noble Truths, then the Buddha also gave the Dhamma talk to shares Dhammas to the Jambuka. Then finally he became Arahanta together with Patisambhida, analytical knowledges and psychic powers, Abhiññāna. Is it? Then when he became Arahanta, he also requested Buddha, please allow me to ordain. Then the Buddha called, he bhikkhu, monk, please come. Please come to my dispensations to practice the holy practice to make the end of suffering. Then when the Buddha says one word, one sentence, then he automatically became a monk together with the Parikara, bow and rope, like maybe 60 vasa. You know, the monks who had 60 vasas, like similar like this. Not like the improper monk, but non-proper monks, is it? Then, you know, during this time, many people also came, bringing many food and offering donations to the Jambuka. At that time, they saw two monks, Buddha and Jambuka. Oh, Jambuka is very powerful. And then the other, you know, Mahasamana, Gautama Buddha came to Jambuka's place. Jambuka must be higher than Gautama Buddha. That is why he came to Jambuka's place. Or they had such kinds of thinking. At that time, the Buddha also know, Jambuka also know. Then Jambuka, they had doubt in their mind. You should solve this problem. Yes, Bhante. Then what happened? He flew in the sky. Then about 1 tree tall. Then after that, he came down and paid homage to the Buddha. Bhante, you are my teacher, I am your disciple. Then he shouted loudly. Then many people also heard what he said. Then again, he flew maybe 2 tree tall height. Then after that, he came down and paid homage to the Buddha. He said the same word. In this way, up to 7 trees height, and came down. At that time, many people doubt despair. Okay, no more doubt on the Buddha. Buddha is teacher, Jambuka is the Buddha's disciple. Then after that, there was also wonderful. Oh, Samana Gautama, Gautama Buddha is very wonderful. Even he can teach our teacher, you know, Jambuka, to be able to fly in the sky, something like this. Is it? Then when they are presence the Buddha with many words. At the time, the Buddha taught this stanza to many listeners. You know, Mase Gutse Gena Bāla Bonjaya Bojana Naso Sankata Dhammana Kalan Egati Solase. Then many people thought the Jambuka is practicing very difficult practice, very rare practice, very strong practice. Why? He only just eat the small amount of food with a tip of the blade of grass, like this. This is very strong practice, many people think. Although they practice in this such kinds of useless practice for 100 years. For example, some noble person, Sotapanna or up to Arahanta state. Then some they offer some food, but the time already passed, already after non-time. Then they will not eat. Then they have a kusala. Although they don't eat, they respect the vinaya. Is it? That is why there is a kusala jirana. Sometimes, okay, some they offer the foods to big, noble persons, but because of some encouragement. Only bhikkhu can ask requests from the devotee who have already invited. Is it? But without invitation, they cannot ask any requests, especially as food. But For example, some bhikkhu asks the foods from the devotee without invitation. Or, okay, please offer this alms food to this bhikkhu without invitation. Then they offer because of his encouragement. These are not allowed for any bhikkhus. Is it? When the other noble bhikkhus understood, then he will not use this one. No, I will not use. Then although he will die, he will not use such kinds of thing. Then he respect Vinaya, then he has kusala. Is it? Or such kinds of kusala chirana is better than the other practice, although he practiced for 100 years. Taking small amount of food with a tip of blade of grass. Then here is the 16th, or it does not deserve a 16th part of those who have comprehended the truth. 60 part, one part or 60 portion, one portions or 60 portions. It does not deserve. The Buddha explained the stanzas to many listeners. Then at the end of the lesson, many realize the real truth. Okay? What happened? Okay? This is the story of Jambuka Thera. In this story, Jambuka Thera abused the Aranda Bhikkhu by 4 words because of his asa and material, jealousy and stinginess towards Aranda. Is it? Then he was reborn in hell for a long time. He experienced a lot of suffering in Avizia. When he escaped from Avizia, he became human being, but he is still eating the excrement. He is still with naked body. Then he also slept on the ground. When he shaved his hair, need to pull out his hair with the 2 pan seed, fan shell, nut. Is it? Not with the blade. Then he experienced a lot of. Although he will become Aranda in this present life, but he is still experiencing this suffering. But since he became Aranda, then his past bad karma already finished. Is it? Then this is very dangerous. Then asa and material, jealousy and stinginess. Then what? Idam bana asa material sayojana, sota pati megena pahiti, yawadana pahiti dawa dewa manosa, awira dadini patianda bi, wira dihi na primochanti yewa. Then in Sekka Penya Sutta, then many people, asa and material, although they want to be peaceful, they want to be happy, they want to stay without enemy. Why they cannot be happy? When they cannot stay peacefully without enemy? Why? Because of asa material. Then asa material can be destroyed by Sotapattipa's knowledge. That is why, if you wish to stay peacefully, you should become Sotapanna. When you become Sotapanna, then they will destroy, Sotapattipa's knowledge will destroy the asa and material. Is it? Then he will be able to stay peacefully without hostility, without enemy. Okay? Then the Buddha answered this to Sekka in Sekka Penya Sutta. Here, Jambuka also experienced a lot of suffering because of his asa and material until his last birth. Then, be careful. If you become Sotapanna, if you realize Nibbana, then you will be free from the asa material. Then you will be able to stay with your attainment peacefully without difficulty, without hostility, etc., without hatred. Then, by listening this story, then we will be able to practice to realize Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idame punya asawakaya wahan hotu. Idame punya Nibbana sa Pechayo hotu Mama Punya Vagga Sabha Satanam Pajimi Te Sabhe Me Sama Punya Vagga Labandu Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu